Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Wherever you guys are, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day and your weather is as good as it is here in Nova Scotia today. It is absolutely beautiful today. I love this time of year. Middle of September to like the middle of October is the best time of the year, especially to get stuff done. And well, I have a lot of stuff to get done. So I'm heading over to the Homestead property today. A lot has changed for planning wise since the last time I had a video and updated you guys on what's going on. A lot has changed. So the extension is still going to be a go-ahead, but the extension the layout of it may have changed quite a bit. The barn situation has changed, and we're adding another project to the property, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. So when we move from here, we need a place for our business. We need a place for all of our tools and all of our equipment and just, everything. Right now I'm using these two sheds, and they're full of tools and they're full of storage and stuff for my business. So on the property, if we move there, if we get the extension done right away, I have nowhere for the business. So what we're gonna do is, as you're coming in the driveway, which I'll show you guys when I get there, along the lake, I'm gonna punch a road in through and put a building in there for the company. And then, maybe a couple years down the road, once I build an actual shop somewhere else off the property, then we may look at turning this into, a rental, like an Airbnb down by the water in the summertime. Be a beautiful spot. But I need to get the road cut out. I need to get the road built. I need to get the area cut out and get that built. So we got lots of work to do. I'd love to have my 8-ton. My 8-ton would do the job. I have my 4-ton. My 8-ton is in New Brunswick, and it's going to be there for a while. So I'll probably have to hire somebody, which is funny. I've got 2 excavators, but I'll probably have to hire someone to actually build the road and do the pad, because it's going to take a bigger piece of equipment. And honestly, me being tied up and not working the machine and making money with that, it doesn't make sense. It's better for the company to keep me working with that thing and hire someone else to do the groundwork. It's weird, but it plays out. It plays out. I've done the numbers a few times, and it's better for me to be working and making coin than working for myself. So I'll pay someone to do the job. So anyway, we've got the excavator hooked up to the truck. We're all loaded up and we're ready to go. Of course, it's always sitting pretty. I got the airbags on there. We got 15,000 pounds behind us. And I did just buy a new shank for my Gen Y hitch. So whoever took that, I got a new one, man. And I actually ordered some lock pins for this. The ones that they would only be good for a 2-inch shank. And well, the big boy here, she's got a 2.5 and 3-inch shank going through her. And just like down here. So I need the longer pins, so I ordered those, so they'll be locked up, and hopefully no one will be stealing them again. So when I get over there, of course, I gotta take the mulcher off, put the bucket on, because I am gonna clean up some stuff as I go. I've got 2 Huskies in the back. Yeah, I know, I used to be using still. I bought 2 professional Husky saws, and I'm telling you, I love them. They're great saws. My guys recommended them. I said, yeah, go ahead, buy one. I love them so much, I bought a second one. So the dogs are up in the fence. I'm gonna grab them and head over and take advantage of this beautiful day, get some work done, because it is crunch time. It is crunch time. We need to get this place over there ready to go and get this place listed, because something you guys don't know is we actually have like a shared access driveway here. This land is ours here, up to the top of the hill behind the dog fence and all the way across. But beyond that, there's a piece of property which my wife friend owns. She works out west, but she's moving back home for work, but she doesn't want to live here, so she's selling this. And she has some very serious interest on the property up there. It's like 4 acres. And with our dogs and with our baby and with the business, having people come in and out of this driveway all the time just does not work for us at all. It's the main reason why we wanted to sell this place in the first place, and now it's like go time. It's push, push, push. We've got to get stuff done over at the homestead and get over there as fast as we possibly can so that we're not here too long dealing with a shared access driveway. That is the only downfall of this property, is the shared access driveway. It's still nice, it's still a great place, but with our situation, it just does not work. So that is pushing us big time to get stuff done, because typically on a Saturday and Sunday, I'm working. I'm running this machine for, you know, work. Well, today and tomorrow, I actually got the green light to go over and get some stuff done. Okay guys, so here I will show you the project at hand. So this is my driveway. This is the main road is out there. The house and everything is up there, you know, all that stuff's up there. So basically our property starts right sort of on the edge of this like boat launch, boat ramp type thing they got fixed up here. So this is like the start of the lake front that we have, and then yes, you know, it goes out and all the way around the point and then up to the house. So like I said, we need a spot for the company stuff. We need some storage, we need some parking, we need everything, you know, we need everything. So the problem with our house is the parking area and whatnot is right next to our house. So every time somebody comes in our yard for work, picks up the gear, picks up some tools, you know, drops off the excavator, you know, all that sort of stuff, the dogs are going crazy. It's noisy, we can hear it, you know, 5:30 in the morning, people are there. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So that's why we want to have the business completely separate from our house. But for now, if we put it down here, we're not even going to know people are down here really. It's far enough away that you won't even know anyone's here. So what I need to do, as you can see, is there are some large trees in here. So I need to punch a road through here, and then I need to clear a spot where we can put a temporary shop, and then eventually what it will be is a rental when it's all said and done. So I got to come through, take out a lot of these large trees, most of the spruce because I can get logs out of those. Some of the hardwood will have to come down, but mainly it will be the spruce. So most of it will be, you know, I'm getting two things with one. I'm getting my pad, getting my road done, and I'm selling the logs at the same time. So I'm gonna come in just past this clump of hardwood, and I'm gonna come through here. So this one will have to come down, this big pine, all these big spruce. Come through, right in through here. So there's lots of machine work, and that's what I'm saying about I wish I had my 8-ton, because ripping these stumps out, moving some of these boulders, the 8-ton would just be the absolute way to go. The 4-ton will struggle. But yeah, we've got some big ones. We've got some big ones. So once I get through, get my road punched through, and come in to where it starts to widen out, because I don't want to be too close to the lake. And for right now, I'm gonna leave, you know, a buffer of trees so that, you know, people don't even really see what's going on in here, you know, any of that. So I'm gonna leave a buffer of trees. But as you can see, when you come in here, look at that. Big mama. Another one. So when you come in here, it really starts to widen out. And the driveway again is up there, but it's nice and flat down here. And this would be the perfect spot for what we're gonna do. Right in around here somewhere is where it will be. So I've got a pretty decent chunk to cut off and to bring in here before we actually get to where the pad's gonna be. And then that's a whole nother ball game, cutting out all this stuff for the actual structure. And then gravel, you know, concrete, building the building. But hey, that's what you gotta do. And then when it's all said and done, we'll probably face it sort of that way, and we'll clear some of these trees out so you get a view of the lake. So yeah, I've got some work to do. I've got my work ahead of me. So without further ado, let's fire up the chainsaw. Okay, so my chainsaw of choice today is a Husqvarna 550 XP. Like I said, I used to buy stills, and I still do buy stills, but I bought this. This was the most expensive saw I had ever bought, and I absolutely love it. The guys love it. So of course I bought a second one. So that's what I'll be using today. Of course I got all my safety gear ready to go on. I gotta get at it. Okay guys, so day one. We've got some logs out here. You know, it was about 11 o'clock by the time I got here and got started. And it's 3:30 right now, so, you know, not a whole lot of progress, but, you know, pretty decent. So, you know, I had to build myself a little sort of ramp to get in here because it was absolutely terrible. The size of this stump right there and these rocks and that little 4-ton handles it. Like, I could do this road and everything with the 4-ton. That stump could be a problem, but man, it's not what it's cut out for. It could do it. It would just take way longer than what it should, and it'd be hard on the machine. And I don't want to beat my machine up and make it do things it's not really designed for. But you can see how far we got in. I've got some stuff still to clean up. Got this pine here. We got some spruce off to the side here still to clean up. These two big spruce are coming down. They're not really in the way, but they make for some good logs, so those are coming down. And yeah, I mean, we've got quite a ways to go. It's all rocky, but one thing about it, it's not wet in here at all, and it's going to make a great base for the road. There's no doubt about that. It's not going to take much top cover to, you know, make this road good. So tomorrow will make a big difference. So tomorrow, you know, I'll be here earlier. I've already got the bucket on, the mulcher's off. I'm ready to go that way. So tomorrow will make a big difference. I'm hoping that I can get the road punched all the way in to where I want to do the, you know, the clearing, the pad, and all that sort of stuff. But it's gonna be a lot of cleanup because we've got a lot of spruce trees that were taken down, and you know, some hardwood that are in the way. They're gonna come down too. Yeah, so we got our work cut out for us. There's no doubt about that. I would love to have my 8-ton. My 8-ton would handle this really well. If I had my 8-ton and work was slow, I would build this road. I think I could cut and build the road, cut and do the pad in, I'd say 4 days. 4 days, I'd have it done and it'd be all said and done. But like I said before, it just doesn't make sense for me to haul my machines off of job sites to do something for the company, but for, you know, me personally. I've crunched the numbers before and it just doesn't add up. It doesn't make financial sense for me to do work for myself and haul gear off of job sites. Sounds weird, but that's the case. But when it's all said and done, it's going to be a nice spot down here. We'll have to clear trees out on that side, so you get a nice view of the lake. But it's Labor Day weekend here, and I'm sure people will be happy that I'm stopping right now. They're coming to their cottages for the weekend, and I'm over here cutting and banging and smashing. But anyway, day one in the books. Day two will make a huge difference. So I'm gonna head up to the house, take the dogs down to the lake, let them have a little run around. All right, guys, welcome back to day two. So we're picking up where we left off yesterday, and just like yesterday, it is an absolutely beautiful day here in Nova Scotia today. So friggin' nice. I love this time of year. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, we're picking up where we left off. I'm gonna clean up this stuff I have down on the ground already. This pine tree, all these limbs, the spruce here. So I gotta pick that up, limb that up. I'll get a log to that. Same as this, pick this up, limb this up, get a log to that. Clean up all this brush. And then we'll head back in through here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pluck these rocks out and smooth this out a bit, because right now it's just so tippy and so hard on the machine coming over top of these boulders and stuff. So I'll do a little bit of groundwork actually. Once I get in there, it doesn't look as rocky. Just coming down off this hill, there's tons of rock. So I'm gonna clean this stuff up. Once I get the brush and stuff out of the way, I'm going to clean some of this stuff up and build myself a decent little access point in and out, because we've got a lot of logs in this guy, we've got logs in this guy, we've got logs in all these, so I don't want to be tipping and smashing and banging, doing any more harm to the machine than what I need to. So that is on the agenda for right now. So yeah, we got lots to do, and I got my guy that I'm looking at getting to build me the road and the pad and all that stuff. I think he's stopping by today, so I'll show him the project, get his head wrapped around what's going on, and get this thing on the go, because like I said in the start of this video, time is ticking. We've got to get things done over here and get over here. Husky's ready to go, Kubota's ready to go, I'm ready to go. Okay guys, welcome back to day 3. A little bit foggy this morning, but turned out to be another beautiful day. Happy Labor Day to all my fellow Canadians. If this video gets up and goes out today, then it makes sense. If not, and if you're not watching on Labor Day, doesn't really make sense, does it? So, day 3, and I know, a lot of you guys are probably thinking, man, why is it taking you so long? Like, it's not like it's a big project. And you're right, it's not, but I've got a small machine. I am cleaning up as I go. Obviously, I have to pull some rocks out of the way. I got stumps to pull out of the way. I'm cleaning the brush up as I go. I'm measuring every log that I cut. So every log that I cut is getting measured. I'm just not coming through here going crazy with the saw. And the other thing is, I'm not getting here till 10 o'clock in the morning or so. By the time I get up, get Bauer up, help my wife out in the morning at the house for a couple hours, getting the dogs ready, myself ready. I get here, get fired up, let the dogs run around first up at the house on the fields, and then I leave here by 4 to get home for supper to help out again. So that's why. And yesterday I had a buddy of mine stop by. I haven't seen him for like 3 years. He actually owns land, and he's building a cottage on the other side of the lake, which is awesome. We're on the same lake, so that's why. But I'm almost in. So this maple is staying, and I'm punching my hole through right here, staying on this side of the beech tree. So between the maple and the beech tree, and I'm going through. So I've got these 3 big spruce to come down, the big spruce to come down in there, and then I'm basically in to where I'm going to start widening things out. So my wife is coming over later today with Bauer. He was actually here yesterday for the first time, which was awesome. Had him down by the water. It's nice and sandy down there. So he was down in the water climbing around, which was awesome to see. I can't wait till we're here. He's gonna absolutely love growing up on this property. It's a dream property for a kid, that's for sure. Again, without further ado, let's go. Okay guys, so how it always sort of seems to go is I can't get everything done I want to get done. I just, you know, got a call, got to clear a site. So the gear is loaded up, mulcher's back on the truck, and we are set and ready to go. Get a pretty good size load of logs here. We got some pine, a bunch of spruce, 14 footers, 12 footers, 8 footers on the other side. There's be a couple loads there. Obviously there's more in here to cut, but I'll show you what's going on. So we got the haul out of here for now. May be able to come back on Thursday and continue, but I do have like 2 weeks anyway before the bigger machine comes in to actually do the work. So we do have the road, or I do. I say we because I feel like we're all in this together. I do have the road cut out all the way in to where I'm going to start opening things up. So all the way in through here, we'll get these stumps with the big machine. There's a pile of grubbings there. Once they get the road built, they can back the truck right in. I did clean up a bunch of dead stuff laying on the ground here. So we are all the way into here with the cutting. And basically this is where I'm going to start widening things out and picking the area where the building's actually going to be. I'm thinking somewhere right in this area. It's going to face out that way, so eventually I will thin these trees out. But there'll be a lot of this stuff coming down, but I will pick some stuff to stay just so we do have some shade and it's a bit secluded. Keeping the trees for the buffer along the lake for now, because for now it's just going to be a building, but I will cut into the bank a little bit, and then that will help me get some fill and get some soil too for the road. So keep the minimum of what I need to bring in, keep the cost down. But yeah, we've got a lot of cutting left, some big pine, some big spruce, get some logs out of those guys. Pick a few hardwoods to save, and then we're ready to go. So if the road is done, let's say in 3 weeks time, I think he'll be able to get this, you know, 2 days, maybe 3 days max. He'll be in and out of here with the road finished, the area cleared, the pad ready to build. So 3 weeks from today, watch where I'm walking. 3 weeks from today, we should be starting. We should be starting the actual building. Now, I'm not sure if I need to do a pad yet, a concrete pad, or if I'm just going to use sonotubes, you know, precast sonotubes. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet. I'll figure that out. And then down the road, we'll have to look at septic and water and all that stuff. The power shouldn't be too bad if we do go with actual conventional power. The pole is right there. So if we do decide to use power, probably one pole through the trees. So I got to cut through there, one lane, and then the rest should be pretty good. I'm also going to look at underground and also potentially solar. So there's some other stuff that I'm working on, potentially getting involved into, which has to do with solar. So stay tuned for that. It's very, very beginning stages right now, but hey, who knows? But anyway, guys, for now that is it. The next time you see that, it will look quite a bit different. So a little update on what's going on here at the homestead. Some big things are finally starting to happen, but as it starts to happen, I get called out and have to haul out of here. That's the way it goes. Work comes first. Anyway, guys, for now that's it. Take care, stay safe. Until next time, and we'll see you then. Bye. Alright, if you stuck around this long, you're getting to see me do something interesting. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Oh yeah, she scraped. We're climbing this hill, hopefully. Real low. Diff lock. Good test for these tires. We're through the hardest part. Holy, holy, holy. Wow. Okay, so I'm up here. Now going back down is going to be a very, very, very slow process going back down that hill. I do not want to start to slide. We'll get this thing unloaded and get this job done. Get home safe. Okay guys, so we are done the job. Ready to head back on out of here. Down over this death trap. So I've got it in 4 low. No sense locking my rear diff going down, but I am going to put it in manual shift mode. And I'm gonna put it in first gear. And we're gonna take our good old time going down over this hill. Because what I don't want is I don't want to start sliding. If I start sliding, then it's game over. So I don't even want to touch my brakes. Like, I really don't want to touch my brakes because that will just increase the chances of starting to slide. I don't want wheel hop going down here. Coming up, 4 low, diff locked. She was starting to do a little wheel hopping. Around the turn, not this one, but around the next one, and something else I gotta watch out for too, is I don't take these turns too short because there's a big ditch there. This is one of the very first roads I fixed up like 5 years ago. It was completely washed out. We fixed it up and it has held up really well. We put some big ditches on each side of the road here. But right around this turn is where it starts getting real. And on this turn is where the gravel is quite loose, and that's where I was worried about it starting to hop coming up here, and it did a bit. All right, so now we are into it. Now we're into it. And I know that camera does not do this justice whatsoever, but it is steep. It is steep, and there's a drop off on both sides. So far, so good. And when you get down here, you've got nowhere to go other than right on the road. So I can hear the engine brake kicking in there. So you can see where I scraped, my trailer scraped, making this turn here, because it's, I know you guys probably really don't get this right now. It looks like both sides scraped. I thought only one side. No, that can't be for me. Anyway, let's get out in the road. We made it. See what happens here. Just a ramp in the back, a little scrape. Nothing major. Alright, let's pull over and put this thing back up in 2-wheel drive. We are set. That officially is the end.